Uh, you guys should have seen what it looked like before all of this. Let me make sure that you guys can hear me. Go off of Bluetooth.
Good looking woman like that around. On the go.
Don't ask what I'm listening to. Disconnect phone. All right, it's disconnected. So I just wanted to, she's actually clean. I just gave her a wash, but I've actually just noticed a problem. I'm leaking engine coolant. This guy, man, why don't you slow down? I'm leaking engine coolant, and that's no good because I'm actually about to go down Monteagle, and that's no good. So I just lifted the hood and found out where I'm leaking from. So I'm gonna go as soon as I get down this hill, stop at the next truck stop, and maybe they have some hose. If not, then I gotta figure this out. But you guys can see the puddle down there. It's one of my hoses. It's leaking. I might be able to use the same hose and just get another clamp. But yeah, I just want to pull over real quick and do a little check on my brakes and make sure that I'm good to go, right? So we're in Tennessee. Treasure Prather, what's going on? Shout out to you. Yeah, so we're in Tennessee now, and we are about to go down Monteagle. So I just wanted to give you my take, right? So listen, right? This is just my opinion. I just gave you a shout out, Treasure Prather. This is my opinion, right? What works for me, works for me. As I said before in a lot of my other videos, like my shifting video. What works for me, works for me. What works for you, works for you. The way I drive and the way I do things may not work for someone else, all right? So before I go into this, I just want to put that out there. This works for me, right? So anytime you're going down like these steep grades, even like Donner's Pass in Cali, well, that's from Nevada to Cali. That's a real steep mountain. When you're coming through Colorado on 70, anybody that's been trucking and know these, that's bad. Coming through 70 after you get past Denver and you're going towards 15 in Utah, all that is straight mountains. 4 miles of low climbs and up. It's a lot of wear and tear on the truck. The reason why I don't like going out west, I just don't like the mountains. It's just bad on the truck, my opinion. So I'm gonna go down Monteagle. Right, exactly. Whoever said Jakes. That's what Jakes are for. Because you get down these mountains and all you smell is brake smoke. And you see these guys pulled over on the side with their brakes smoking. And my question is, why aren't you using your Jake? That's what it's for. Stay off the brake. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you guys just what I do. This is just what I do. It's not what everybody else does, and what works for me works for me. What works for somebody else may not work for them. And like I said, I'm leaking antifreeze engine coolant. I got to go get that checked. I got to get a new hose. Nonetheless, we still going to make it down this. Yeah, it does smell bad. And it's like, why not just kind of use your Jake and go in a lower gear? It's simple. It doesn't take rocket science. It doesn't take a mathematician or you to be a genius to just drive down the hill at a low speed using your Jake. Now, I guarantee when we get down the bottom, we'll see either smoking brakes. I know I'm going to smell brakes, but I'm just going to show you guys what I do. So I legit, and I don't go down mountains like that, right? So I'm first going to show you what I'm doing with shifting, and then after that, I'll show you guys going down the hill. But I'm legit not going down this mountain. There's no need for me to go rushing down this mountain. I don't have no need to do that, right? So I'm just going to be in 5th gear. and I'm gonna ride my Jake all the way down. If so happens that I need more speed, you know what I do? I let off my Jake. I go to medium. Simple. I don't need to slam on my brakes. If I have to step on my brakes, I stab it, right? So I'm just stabbing my brakes. There's no need for me to slam on my brakes, right? This is where I'm at. And I'm staying right here the whole time. There's no need for me to sit here and stab on my brakes. I'm slam on my brakes. And I'm not in a rush. I'd rather be alive at the bottom of the hill than dead or smoking brakes and whatever. So right now, I can use some speed, so I'm gonna lower my Jakes and go on low speed. But I'm staying in 5th gear. Now I can see my RPMs, they're starting to go up, so I'm gaining speed. Now I'm in medium Jake. Now, because I know that I'm actually gaining speed, I'll go back up to my high Jake. Now I'm on high Jake. And I'm 78,000 pounds. So, some guys go down fast. I can go down faster down the hill, but why do that? If you're a company guy, then by all means, do what you want to do. You don't have to pay for your brakes if they smoke up, or if you went down on your brakes. And right, Devon Baker, it sounds good. This is music to my ears. So I can do this all day and not care. Legit. No, I'm not cool. I just use common sense. And if a lot more guys use common sense, you wouldn't be down the hill with smoking brakes. Or running up the runaway ramp. It's really simple. Now I'm gaining speed, so I'm gonna go back up to high. And see, now she's gonna drop down. Once she drops down under that, if I want more speed, all I gotta do is just adjust my level on my Jake. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They think of it like it's a car, and they just, look at this guy. I don't know if you guys can see, he's already smoking. That's crazy. He's already smoking. And we just got on the hill. Of course, no blinker, because he got to get over in such a rush, but that's what it is. It's either you're rushing, the inexperience, or you just think like you're in a car, and so it is what it is. But, and like I said, what works for me, works for me. What works for you, if you don't mind going down the hill and that's how you get down and you can go fast like that, then hey, by all means, do what works for you. Do what works for you. Me personally, this works for me. I know that I'm gonna get down on the bottom and I'm gonna get down safely. And like I said, I'm 78,000 pounds. I don't know what these guys are weighing. Some of these guys may be empty, some of them may be heavy, like me. Hey, but that works for them, right? So now I'm gonna go up on my Jake a little bit so I don't go too much as far as my RPM. So, and I haven't touched my brake not once. I don't need to touch my brake. There's no need for me to touch the brake. Mr. Big. So now we gotta now that we have to what's the word I'm looking for? Forget the word I'm looking for. I had it on top of my head. But we gotta play some trucker music, right? So I bought a nice CD yesterday. I've been listening to it, right?
Now, this story is about an old truck driver that I saw hitchhiking up in Virginia. I picked him up and let him ride.
We gotta play some trucker music.
Told me about getting sacked up the radar and took the wall. If you want gonna find radar.
You gotta play some trucking music.
Just get in a truck and lay right to it. When you get to Virginia,
and then we gotta put our trucking voice on. So we gonna get down this mountain real safely. All right, 10-4. With our trucking music on and our Jake brake.
Well, the funniest thing that I ever did see was a radar sitting on top of a tree. The state patrolman was sitting on the ground waiting for the truckers to come.
Here we go. All right. Now we got our Jake brake and we got our Jake music.
Won't you shake hands, buddy, with a truck driving man? I'm running from the coast to the southern land. Hit the Smoky Mountains, but I have no fear. Air brakes are screaming and I'm hiding for the gear. Got a load of freight out of New Orleans. Find the Mr. Scales in the Tennessee. A $50 fine my hair to cool my soul. Enough the profit of a doggone load. I got a baby down in Carolina. When I think of her, so the chills my spine. Smoke from the diesel rolling by my van. I can hear her calling for her big footy dad. The going gets hard out, nobody knows. The road patrol's home is a way back the He said I was speeding by his radar scan. Speeding up a hill with a overloaded van. I see a sign blinking, says the best truck stop. I stopped for a while, see what it was. 26 balls, think I dropped. Listening to the waitress driving louder.
See that? And I'm on low right now. I'm on low right now. Whoa, that thing sound good, man. North Carolina, what's going on? Now he puts his flashes on and he's starting to slow down because he knows he's going too fast. But hey, what works for people, what works for them. What works for me, works for me. And we are at the bottom, right? Not once did I have to touch my brakes. I didn't have to touch my brakes at all. Let me, here we go, right. I didn't have to touch my brakes at all, man. Now I can get back up to speed, and go to speed I want to go. But I didn't have to touch my brakes. And I wish you guys were here. I wish this had a smell detector, because I kid you not, all I smell is brakes. Yeah, I lost you guys for a second. I had bad signal. But I just wanted to show you guys what works for me, right? So when I'm coming down like Monteagle here in Tennessee, which is on 24, it's between Nashville and Chattanooga, however you say it. And then you got Nevada up near up in Spark, Nevada, coming through 80, hitting California, and then you got those mountains on 70. That's Colorado. That's hitting Denver. That's right after you get through Denver, Colorado, on 70, headed towards Utah. You got those mountains. And that's where I just came from. It's really bad wear and tear on your truck, just because of the up and down and the. It's just no good for me. No good. Reason why I don't really go out west, but I just wanted to show you guys what works for me. I don't mind hearing Jake music to my ear. That's what made me fall in love with trucks, especially like these trucks right here. Is that Jake brake? Hearing that loud Jake brake and just looking at it like, damn, like. He got it going on or she got it going on. Nonetheless, that works for me. I got down the mountain. I didn't have to touch my brake not one time. No smoking brakes. No repairs needed. Besides my hose that's leaking. I was already leaking prior to. But I'm about to finish up this trick. I got to get to Florida in 9 hours. And I got I got probably about 7.5 hours left to get down to Lakeland, Florida. I'm gonna stop at 75 Chrome Shop because I gotta get something out of there. And I'm gonna see if they got a lift kit from my bumper. That way I don't have that problem like I had earlier this week. If they don't have a lift kit, then either way I'm gonna put my new bumper on. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. So until next time, you guys be safe. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys tuning in. It's always love. After I put this video up, I'll look at comments and I'll respond back to you guys. But I appreciate you guys, man. It's all love. Y'all be safe. Stay COVID free. If you're trucking, be safe out there. A big 1040, y'all. And let's keep America moving, right? Be safe, guys.